Good morning. Here we are again in Lancaster, the Lancaster Senior Center, and we welcome everybody here. I'm going to be doing 3 recipes with you today. But before I do, I want to show you something I thought I'd want to share with everybody. I set this up this way this morning. Actually, I took it off the tables here, which I'll return to the tables in a moment. I wanted to share something. A cousin of mine has a tremendous talent, and recently I went over to her house, and she has so much materials there in her closet. She's just loaded with things. And then she said to me, "Oh, I can make you placemats." So she made me these placemats, 8 of them, and she mailed it to me because we were supposed to meet again. She lives in New Hampshire. And the house that she had left before, she had a whole basement to herself, and she had a whole big room that she did her sewing, and it was so beautiful because she had a big window and she could look out when it's snowing and raining or whatever. So she has made these, she's made me such beautiful quilts. And this I thought was interesting because it is actually, I have it hanging over one of my chairs right now, but it is actually a tablecloth. Isn't it beautiful with all the buttons? She has 4 buttons in there, and of course everything she does. Her name is Sylvia, and everything she does, she has such a beautiful backing. Everything is perfect, and she's done drapes and things like that. So.
For those for the first day of spring.
Yes, today's the first day of spring, and it doesn't feel like it here, but it'll get better. Okay, I have some recipes that I want to share with you. The first one is something that I had done years and years and years ago, and it's a very healthy recipe. It's for breakfast. Everything I have here today is for breakfast. And sometimes we say, what are we going to have for breakfast? Oh, I'll have this or I'll have that. Same old thing. We never get tired of the pancakes here, though. At this place, we enjoy that. So I'm going to try to demonstrate what I am talking about. We're going to actually bake this. I'm going to take a piece of bread. Let me get my... And I'm going to take some cottage cheese. I have cottage cheese here. And I have 1/4 cup. So I'm just going to take about 1/4 cup. And by the way, if you're watching your weight, this is only about 45 calories. And so I'm going to put it on the tray, and I'm going to spread it out evenly. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon. I use a lot of cinnamon. It's supposed to be very healthy for you. And I just sprinkle a little on there. Okay. And if you prefer, you can have a little, I have some pure sugar cane, and believe it or not, 1 teaspoon is only 15 calories, so that's not bad. And when I use this, and you'd be surprised how 1 little teaspoon goes a long way, and it tastes very good. So you don't even have to use that much if you don't want. But I'll put a little bit. It tastes nice with a sugary taste. And if you didn't want to use sugar, look, I haven't even used the whole thing. So that's nothing. There's probably no calories. Okay, now here's the part that I like. You take some peaches, and these peaches, I'm going to put a couple here because we'll be trying them out. And also, I took a little lemon. Not lemon. I took a little vanilla, and I'm going to put that on it too. Just a little. This is only 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to take that. You don't have to use vanilla if you don't want, and you don't have to use anything that I'm using. You can do your own thing, okay? So I just put that on there. That'll give it a nice flavor. And then we're going to take the peaches. And these I bought halves of the peaches. So I don't know how much we'll use. We'll cut them. And I'm just going to cut them, slice them up. I washed my hands already, so they're clean. And we're just going to slice them up, and then you probably a quarter of one will do. If you want more, you can put more in. I think a quarter is good. And then I've already washed these blueberries, so I'm going to put blueberries on top. So I have bread, 12-grain bread. I have the cottage cheese. I have peaches, and for flavoring, I have a little bit of sugar, and I have some cinnamon, okay? Now, you can put whatever you want on here. If you don't want to use cottage cheese, you don't have to. You can use whatever you like. Maybe you like another kind of cheese you could try. Okay, so if you want to put some, I'm not going to put strawberries on, but because I'm going to bake it there, and I think it's better. But if you wanted to take a little coconut, I thought about that too. We could just put a little bit of coconut on top. A little bit. Just sprinkle a little. It looks very pretty. Okay. I'm just going to quickly do these so that when we, so we'll go over it again. Cottage cheese. I'm going to put all the cottage cheese on, and then I'll put all of the cinnamon on and all of the sugar. Okay. So really, the bread is probably 110 calories. But, so you won't, the breakfast will not come to that many calories. Okay. I used to eat this many years ago. This was a Weight Watcher, breakfast that they suggested. Not as much as I put on here, but they put the peaches on there, and it was good. I think they have cinnamon too. So, let's see. You may have to use another peach. Okay. And these peaches, by the way, are light in syrup, and I really got rid of most of the syrup, so, okay. I'll just put that there. And I'll leave some without coconut. Now, you don't want to bake it too long, probably about 10 or so minutes, so you're going to have to remind me about the baking. Lori's not here either to remind me, so. Oops, and I forgot doesn't matter if you put the cinnamon on the bottom or you put, let's see, how do we open this thing here? It doesn't matter where you, let's see. A hard time with this at home. Okay. I'm coming to the end of my cinnamon here. Okay, and I made a mess here. Okay, and I will take some sugar, just a little sugar here. Oops. This was a very inexpensive set, and that was one of the problems I've had with it. The little spoons fall off, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm ready to put in the oven. I set the oven for 350, and let's see, we'll just, I'll try to pay attention to the time, and about 10 minutes or so. What I do is I just check it to see, is it toasted well enough or not? Okay, so there we go. And that's one good dessert. I'm going to put it on this plate. This is a plate I brought from home. It has blueberries, and I thought it would be kind of like getting into the nicer, warmer weather. We'll see. Okay, now the next thing that I wanted to do was I want to make some buckwheat pancakes. And I use this Bob's Red Mill for the buckwheat pancakes. You can use whatever you want. I wanted to mention that a lot of these products are, for instance, it's on here. It says that, I'm trying to find, oh, here it is, non-GMO product.
Right.
Okay, I've been paying more attention to that now than ever. That means that the vegetables or the fruit or whatever it is not injected with things and chemically forced to grow. It's a natural kind of thing. So I've seen that on a lot of labels and I'm paying attention to it. Non-GMO. So they leave it alone and let it grow the way it's supposed to grow. There's controversy whether it's good or not. I think whenever man forces things to grow in a different way than it's supposed to be, than God has it for it to grow, then it's not good. So we should pay attention to that for our health too. So, and I'll be using that later. Now, I'm only going to use 2 eggs. I wanted to see how much we needed here for testing. So I'm going to take 2 eggs, and these are my cage-free eggs because I've taken a stand on that too for the little chickens to be able to run where they want. Bad enough we're making them produce eggs, but okay. So I'm going to take my ingredients. It calls for 2 eggs. I'm going to beat that up. And 2/3 cup of milk. Now, you could use, I've used other kinds of milk in there. I used cashew milk the last time I made it. Tastes good. I didn't have any cashew milk, so I'm going to use regular milk. This is 2%, and you can use whatever you want. You can use rice milk or whatever you prefer. Okay, I'm looking for my little thing here. Oh, I used it here. Okay. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so I'm going to use 2/3. Let me make sure on my package, because we're making waffles. 3/4 cup of milk. Good thing I looked at it. It's 3/4. So this is 1/4. We know our math. 2/4, 3/4. And I do have extra in case we need to use, make another batch for everybody. But we'll see how everything goes. All right, so I'm mixing that together. And then I need 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons. It calls for 2 teaspoons of oil. I may have lost my big one on the floor there, so I'll just use it. 2 teaspoons. Okay. 1. I find it's much better when I'm taking these things and traveling around with them to have containers. The big bottles of oil are so cumbersome. Okay, so, 2 tablespoons. Excuse me, math is off. Okay, have to put 2 more in. 1, 2. All right. And now I'm going to put 1 cup of the mix, and I will wash this little thing if you don't mind. Okay. I didn't mind the liquidy kind of thing, but once you get to the flour, it's yuck. To get it all wet, then it gets sticky, and then you really don't get the right amount. Okay, so once again, I have my little cup, and it calls for 1 cup, so I have to make 4 of the quarters. It's very dark. You can see how dark it is? Yeah, but it's good. 1, 2, forgot. Okay, before I get started with that, I'm going to need to plug in my waffle iron and spray it with a non-stick. Okay. Oh, because it's working. So nothing sticks. Okay. Now, what I did forget was I forgot my banana. I like to put a banana in there, and it has such a nice taste with the banana. So I'll just put one banana for each batch that we make. Okay, I'll take a bowl here. And just cut the banana out. I don't know if I can use, I brought a masher from home. I'm not sure whether I can use it in this bowl, but maybe we can. Ugh. I have a friend that makes a recipe, puts so much in here. Maybe sometime we'll make it. If you don't want the banana, don't use it.
Could you use any kind of fruit if you wanted to?
I don't see why not. We put everything else in pancakes, don't we? You know, we use blueberries or strawberries and chocolate chips, and people put all kinds of stuff in. I think it's good to put healthy things that's going to give you a good start to the day. You know, some people think, oh, I don't feel hungry at breakfast, but you know, somehow you should get yourself out of that bad habit, or maybe change the time a little bit and eat a breakfast. It's the most important thing. It's like driving. I tell young people, it's like driving a car without gas. You can't, you know. It's very important. It's the most important. If you're going to eat something big, eat a big breakfast. Eat a lighter lunch. Oh, it really is nice and creamy now. And I'm going to just put the banana in it, and then I'm going to see if our electricity is working. We'll be in business. Oh, talking about genetically modified products. I found this. This is Smart Balance, and it also is very natural product. These things cost a little more, but it's what you value in your life. It's important. If you think it's, if you don't think it's that important, then you buy whatever you like. Not that the other things aren't good. The other products are good too, but these are even better to watch. We have so much we're taking in this environment that, oh, I don't think this is working. Let's see. Okay, I see what the problem is. We'll just, if it doesn't heat, it usually heats up pretty fast. This machine, I got this. Huh?
I think the light is on.
It went up. Yeah, it's probably over here that it's.
You might want to check the oven.
No, oh yeah, it is on. Thank you. Yeah, let's do that in the meantime. Yeah. It's exactly 10 minutes, so thank you for reminding me. And I'm gonna, oh, I'll just touch that. I'm just gonna give it one more minute to give it a, don't let me forget. Okay. Let's see how this is heating up. Not heating up too well. Maybe we can wait a minute. It looks like the light's on. The light is on.
Okay. I do have another waffle iron too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I think it'll be all right.
Yeah,
Usually at home it heats up very quickly, and but I need to have it in here a while. You know, like more than a normal waffle. Let me see. Oh, it's getting hot. Good. Okay. All right, I'm going to take that out so you can see how it looks. Oh, it smells good. That's cinnamon. All right, let's see. I don't want to put it here. Put it on top of my dish. And it's nice and firm. And if you wanted to put something else on top, if you wanted like syrup or honey, you know, you could do that too. I'm going to take a plate, see if I can find a plate, and we'll cut it up. And we can test it out and see how it
Smells so good.
The cinnamon is what does it. Okay, see, it's firm. It's like a toast. Oops, lost the blueberry here. Get back on there. Oh, I wanted to put the one with the coconut and see if you like it. Now, this is a good, nutritious breakfast. And if some people are suffering from diabetes, this is, I think, a very good one. Because it's the right kind of bread that everybody should have, and the fruit, and the cottage cheese. So I think you're okay with this. Okay, I'm just cutting them up into fourths. And you know, it's good to get your children used to eating this. You know, they will be what you feed them. So if you feed them things that are high in carbohydrates, they may end up with a problem.
It'd be a good little snack for them.
A good snack, yes, that's right. I believe so. Okay. Well, I'm going to just put it over here, and you can maybe pass it over to whoever wants. We have one extra. Oh, we have one for you. We have one. Okay, now, I think this is heated enough. Oh, it's getting good. And this will probably make about 2 waffles. So I'll take my little cup again, and I'll put it on. It's like a little dense, and so probably about 3 of these would be good. Okay, that looks, yep, it's going to make about 2, and it's going to take a minute, so I'm going to have to leave it here for about 5 minutes or so. Now, if we can get another, are we able to get another extension?
Yes.
Because I'm going to make something now here while this is cooking. I'm going to make something that in the Spanish culture they call avena. And avena is nothing more than oatmeal. But this type of oatmeal that I'm going to make is very, very tasty. Very tasty. And usually they make it with evaporated milk. But I'm not going to make it with evaporated milk. I'm going to make it with the soy, the very vanilla soy. If you've never tried, soy milk, try this, the very vanilla. It's very good, and it's 130 calories in a cup. You can get them a little less if you want, and less calories, but it's good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that I often do, and it's not measure anything. So what I'll do is I'll put the water in. I'll put this soy milk in. Okay. Are we able to?
It's a grounded plug, so I'm having trouble.
Oh, okay.
I'll figure it out.
That's all right. We can let this do. We can do that and wait for that, I guess.
That's okay. We can.
Or we can do it over here, maybe.
Sure.
I can do it over there. Okay, we're gonna move it.
These were good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. And it's easy to remember, you know, if you want to make it for yourself. Okay, I'm going to put this. This is my little hot plate that I use for an extra in my camper. And now I've put probably a cup or more of water from the sink. And I'm going to add some soy milk to it. And you're going to have to figure out how much you need. Because I didn't measure it out. And it has, I put a little cinnamon in it too, give it a little flavor. Usually what I've done in the past, because I've made this so many times, is that I put sticks of cinnamon in it and let it boil up first. Okay, I didn't do it that way, this way. But I put the cinnamon in there, boils up nice, and has a nice flavor. Then later on, you don't even take it out after you take it out. Now I have some raisins, so I'm going to throw those raisins in there too. I just had a small little box of them, and it's about a half. You don't want to put too many. You could put nuts in there if you'd like, whatever you want to put in there. And this, I'm having a little trouble with this, but we'll just
We
shake
have
it in.
lots of good cinnamon too.
Huh? You do? Yeah.
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 So healthy for you.
I use a lot of it. Okay, I'm smelling this. It's working, so.
Laura, when these things are cooking,
Yeah.
I didn't introduce you earlier, but obviously, everybody knows you. You're famous,
Yeah.
Laura Krieger, Cooking with Laura. But in April, you're doing another episode, right?
Yeah, sure.
You better.
Yeah, we will.
We have more coming up in April, May. So if people are interested in when, so they can come to the studio audience, they can send either SLC TV a request, but preferably the community center because we sponsor it here, and find out what your dates are and what you're going to be doing, so they can come and with some a free lunch or free breakfast in this case,
I mean,
right?
yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to come to a boil, and once it does, oh, and my pancakes are rising. My waffles, rather, are rising. I can almost see it happening. So with that, it should probably take a couple of minutes. I don't want to open it up too soon, and then I have to dig it out. I don't want to dig it out. So that happens to me sometimes. And sometimes I make them very crispy, and it's nice too. I don't like them soggy. I like them firm, crispy, yeah. Okay, but I'm going to give that enough time. And now I hear this starting to, unless I'm hearing something else, it seems like it's starting to boil. Just needs a couple of minutes. And
When you have a big studio crew, these things just kind of magically appear all done.
Yeah.
But when you have bad outlets and so on, and
this is real life, though.
This is like
This
home.
is real life. This is what happens.
So, so in the interim,
Yeah.
again, a promotion for the community center. You get that what sounds like thunder on probably on this cable show is
Yeah.
actually pickleball.
Yeah.
Which is lots of fun because you eat your healthy food and then you go upstairs and play pickleball. People love it. It's like big kids gone bad up there. I told them to be quiet, but
You know what? They should come earlier too. Come early and play pickleball, and then.
well, I told them to
Yeah.
play pickleball
Yeah.
and then come down and eat.
Oh,
but of
okay.
course, you don't get to eat unless you watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Well,
a
we
bit-
never know how much. I never know how much to prepare because
I know.
sometimes there are
lots
people
of people
here, but
That's the best kept secret, and that's my fault
Yeah.
because we should be getting that out.
Yeah.
We'll put notices on the cable too.
yeah,
So watch channel 8 or 99.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to start to put in some of my. These are quick oats, but you can use any oats you want. Sometimes I put in. A cream of wheat. You can put other things in, or I put in like Maltex type of cereal. So you can put whatever you want in. This is not quite boiling up yet, but I think what I'm going to do is we're going to watch this carefully. And now, you know when you're making oatmeal how much to put in, right? You know how much to put in. If you put too much in, then it gets real thick. I don't like it real thick. I like it to be moist. Nice. Now, should I dare open this up and see how? Oh, I'm happy. Look at that. Now I just need a big plate, and I'm going to put some maple syrup. This is pure maple syrup. That's what we use in our house. And I just need a plate.
Yep.
And look at how nice that came off. Woo, I'm happy. I'm happy. Can you imagine doing this in front of people and it doesn't turn out right? I'm going to put a little of this margarine on it. Just a little bit. It's Land O'Lakes. Cholesterol free, by the way. And we'll fix that up. I think we may need another one. So I think what I'm going to do is while we're doing that, I'll just make another one. And this way, I don't have to take this home. I'm happy because this is, there's fruit in it. There's a banana in it, which is important for us to have. Potassium. And it has such a nice taste with the banana. This one is not as plentiful as the other, but I'm just spreading it around and it'll be fine. Close the cover. And this is starting to, I see this is starting to work. Okay, I'm going to put the, now this is very high in sugar, but
The real maple syrup is supposed to be healthier.
healthier, yeah, that's right. And now we're going to come hopefully into the season for this. Now you can add whatever you want to your waffle. You can use anything else you want. Make it a big meal. Have it at night. You can have it at night. Sometimes I like to have these kind of things at night. Nobody says you have to have it at a certain time. Okay, I'm going to throw some, let's throw some blueberries. We have everything. Throw some blueberries. I have strawberries that are fresh. I think we've been pretty lucky in New England to have all winter long. Sometimes you don't see any strawberries, but I've seen the strawberries lately in the store.
Once we didn't. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, and let's put the peach on it. I'm sure it tastes good. And then I have a little something extra to put on top. Okay. I'm going to cut this up. I think I better cut it up here. Oh boy, this is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And here's the little crowning touch. Oh, we could use a banana too. Let's put the banana on it. We don't have to use the whole thing because we kind of piled it high now. But it's beautiful. And where's my, oh, here we go. This is the crowning touch. 15 calories. And there we go.
My goodness, how beautiful.
Wow, what a meal, huh? And when you think about it, it's really probably not that many calories because it's a lot of fruit. And you have your buckwheat. Okay, I'm going to put that over here and then we can get busy. I don't want to have my oatmeal boiling over. I hate that when I'm on at my stove and it boils over. It takes forever to get it clean. So I'm glad I paid attention to it now. Oh, and it's coming out nice. Needs a few more minutes, but it's good. Just gonna give it a couple more minutes. So we'll look at, see how our other one is doing. It's beginning to rise. I don't think it's ready yet. And we have another one over here that we can share too. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions?
I was taught
No?
that when your waffles were ready, when the steam stopped rising. Is that true?
What?
When the
I
steam
don't-
started coming out? No, you just kind of watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky because it can burn on you too if you're not careful. But I want to make sure, since we have the banana in it, I want to make sure that it's really well done.
Laura, I'll take a second to.
Yeah,
To
go ahead.
when you last time you brought your daughter, and I
Yes.
hope she comes back when her children
yes.
feel better.
Yes. Yeah.
Lori.
Uh-huh.
But also in April we have. You haven't come for that. Well, you've come to the family pancake breakfasts.
Yes.
When we have lots of kids come down, which is lots of fun. But we're also going to be doing May baskets and pickleball upstairs and
okay.
crafts. So hopefully they can come.
Yes, yes.
The kids can come
We
if
can
they're
make it-
healthier.
Yes,
And Laura can
yes,
come
yes.
and do that. And I'd love to do a kids cooking because I know you talked about
Yes,
that. You've got
yes,
some very talented
yes.
grandchildren.
Yes, I wish I could get my granddaughter
Look
here.
at they're going.
Oh, it's going good, right. I wish I could get my granddaughter because she's a very talented young lady.
It's such a
who likes
creative
to cook.
art and great for kids to learn.
It is.
And for people just to. it's
And
good for
boys
people to get
and
their
girls.
Oh, yeah.
Boys and girls. Boys should know how to cook too.
Well, look at all the super chefs. They're all
Yes, that's true.
men. Other than yourself.
I'm not a chef, really. I just like to cook.
Oh, you
And
do
I
a
like
great
to
job.
share what I make. But there's tons of people who are much better than I am. Okay.
So that's
But-
boiling with some good bubbles in it.
Yeah, it has good bubbles in it. But you know something, I mentioned this before, that there are so many people who cook on cooking shows that use tons of butter. We didn't use any butter here today. We used a little oil, and we used a little of this, which is cholesterol free. Usually I use something that has yogurt in it, a special butter that has yogurt in it. But, you know, they use tons of butter and tons of meat and things like that. And
Well, that's what's nice about being here is you can taste how
Yeah.
good they really are. It truly is
Yeah.
very good. You always think,
Yeah.
well, it's probably not that
Yeah.
good. It truly is.
But when we think of vegetarianism, you think of, oh, people are eating carrots and, right? Carrots and lettuce and stuff. But we have it pretty good, right, Brenda?
Granola.
Yeah, we do. We have it very good. And as a matter of fact, you know, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and they've done studies. I'm in a study for 20 years now. And every year they send me a form and ask me what I've been doing during the year. How's my weight? How's this? How are you eating meat? Are you eating? So they're doing this study, but they really do live longer than the average person because they don't drink, they don't smoke, and they are vegetarians. That isn't to say other people don't live long either, but you know,
It
but
helps to have good
helps.
genes. But
It
yeah,
helps.
but you have to take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Whoops, let's watch this now. This one is done, and
the
so is the oatmeal. So I think that we are ready to have breakfast. So if you didn't have breakfast, please help yourself now.
Are you done with all the wonderful things?
Yeah.
So
we're
as
done.
Julie would say, or bon appetit?
Oh yeah, bon appetit. Yep.
All right.
Okay, and let's see.
Well,
Here's
thank you.
another nice waffle.
All right. Well, thank you
Okay.
again for
You're
another
welcome.
wonderful time.
You're welcome. Okay, now here's our finished product with the oatmeal. And this is what it looks like. And you can see little raisins floating around. And you could put honey on it if you want. You can put the maple syrup on. That's the way my husband has it, with the maple syrup. And there it is. Delicious and healthy for you too. Good for your heart, good for your digestion, and just a good healthy breakfast.